collective, you are the type of person to pick up on when people are talking about you in code right in front of you. Okay? Like, so many people have bullied you, have targeted you, have made you the brunt of their joke, right? And for no good reason. Like, it's just unnecessary at this point. You're the type of person, you always get this unnecessary disrespect, this unnecessary, like, extraness from people. You know what I'm saying? And it's because of the type of person you are. And your energy is so intimidating and you're so confident that it kind of turns people off from, speaking on truly how they feel about you. You know what I'm saying? When someone comes into your presence, it is very intense. They feel your energy. So a lot of the times it's often intimidating, and it's not even, you're not doing anything on purpose. This is just who you are. This is just your energy, right? And so you attract people who don't know how to speak up for themselves or don't really say what's on their mind because you have such a strong personality. But also, you are the type of person, you don't speak on everything you know, so people think or assume that you're aloof. People think that you're out of the loop and don't know what's going on. And that is one of your superpowers, to be underestimated, right? To think that you don't know what you know, to think that you're a dummy, right? And so oftentimes, people get cocky and confident in your presence. And so they get around other people and they start talking about you boldly in front of you, but in code words. So, of course, they're not going to say your name while you're in front of them, but they'll have some type of nickname for you. Maybe it's Dreads, or maybe it's Boo Boo, or maybe it's Ghost, or maybe it's Bed, or maybe it's some corny name. You know what I'm saying? That they agreed upon, and now they can chit chat about you while you're right there. And the way that they be running down the conversation, it's you. It's you, but they talking different little code names where it's like you're not a person, you might be an object, right? But the story stays the same, and the actions, it's you. It's you because it's your life, so the experiences you went through, so it just becomes awkward. You've dealt with this before with your family, like cousins, siblings, parents, you know what I'm saying? Like, talking mad crap about you in front of you, and you peep game and you knew it, but you ain't speak on it. Friends, fake phony friends of yours, same thing, jealous of you. They were attracted to your light. They seen your light and they hated it, and they realized they couldn't maintain or handle your light, and you probably peeped game and started moving different and kept your distance. And you know what I'm saying? Like, you just create a lot of jealous and envy in people unknowingly, you know what I'm saying? And they hate your light so much, and they can't, so when you get around them, you used to be the type of person, you would be around these people all the time, collective, where it's because they would be pretending like they had your best interest. And because you had a good heart and you care for people, you showed up open arms, you know what I'm saying? And again, even these people, some of these people, they've done you dirty, and you still openly accepted them. And you still openly forgave them and still showed up and supported them. Even after they showed you that they did not support you. Even after they showed you they did not care. Even after they showed you they did not reciprocate that energy, right? So you would always constantly go around people who did not have your best interest, because again, you have this good heart. So you're just trying to show love, and you're not seeing, you have rose colored glasses on, and you're not seeing people for who they truly are. And even though you know that their intentions aren't good, you're still trying to be a savior and Superman. You know what I'm saying? But now I feel like, collective, you've got out of that role. You're no longer the savior or Superman for people in their lives. You only be around people who want your best interest. But for years and years and years, this was you being around people who did not have your best interest. And so Again, you would unknowingly be around people who hated your guts, but they're smiling in your face, acting like they like you. And here you are being yourself, being your old weird self, and it's weird and odd to them, but you're just being yourself, right? So now they're on the sideline laughing at you, maybe even recording you, trying to embarrass you, trying to humiliate you, trying to make you the joke. You were always the constant joke and humiliation ritual for a lot of people in a lot of people's lives, right? You were the one that people could feel good about their lives because, hey, we have collective here, and look at them, they're so weird, and look, let's humiliate them, and look, they're so dumb and they're so nice, let's see how much we can hurt them. They're dumb, they'll forgive us, and they'll turn back around. Like you were this person in a lot of people's lives. So this is why they got a thrill out of hurting you, collective. You know what I'm saying? And they played in your face so much that you now pick up on these types of behaviors in people, and it keeps you ahead of the game. You've been through it so much. Now you know when somebody's talking about you right in front of you, speaking code. You know what I'm saying? Because you've been there before. And it's just so crazy because this saved your life. A lot of the times you were in situations that could have ended your life, that could have put you in danger, in harm's way, in a very tragic way it could have ended. But you've listened to your gut. You've listened to your inner voice. You stayed vigilant, kept your head on a swivel, took mental notes of the people who was talking trash in your face. You didn't explode or react right then or there. You kept your cool to get until you got out of that situation, and you never seen them again. They never seen you again. You cut them off, and you keep doing that. You keep listening to your voice, collective, and you keep trusting in when something is off. And this is why you are the type who knows when somebody is talking in code about you or about somebody else. You picked up on these verbal cues of these toxic ways of humans. Who am I talking to, collective? Let me know down below if this is you, because I know I can't be the only one. Hey, listen, if this is your first time here on my channel, I would want you to subscribe, okay? I would want you a part of my tribe, right? If you are returning, thank you guys so much for your continued support. I freaking love y'all so much. It's Kar. I will talk to y'all later. I'm signing out. Love y'all. Bye.